Many thanks for that update, thank you. Now, while Fulham struggled to strike a note in the Premier League, a band who recorded their debut album at the club's home ground looks set to head to the top of the charts with the release of their new single this week. Gary Crowley has been to meet Tramp.
The worlds of football and pop music have long held a mutual fascination for each other, but I can't think of too many bands who have actually recorded their album within a football stadium. But that's what Londoners Tramp have done with their debut album, here at Fulham's Craven Cottage.
Help me make it through the night.
So how on earth did all of this come about?
We needed somewhere that we could set up to record, because you don't need to go to a big expensive studio these days with the meter running and the clock ticking, and we wanted somewhere safe and secure where we could come and go, and ideally somewhere that we didn't have to pay for. And I used to work at Fulham, and I suddenly realised in the summer there's a big empty football stadium sitting there with nobody in it, and so we asked if we could use one of the executive boxes to store some gear in, and about 4 months later we came out with an album.
And what was the reaction from everyone at Fulham?
Word's getting out now. The reaction was very quiet, bearing in mind that very few people knew, so I kind of put my job on the line a little bit. But
I think they would have all put their jobs on the line had they said anything about it, because of, having all these lads basically blagging our way in all the time, it's a Premiership football ground, was a little bit dodgy. So.
Tramp are a five-piece formed here in London, but the band's vocalist is Tim, who's Canadian.
When I heard about the band, it was through my friend Nick, who used to work at Fulham and know Pat, and he got me some CDs of the band and all that stuff, and I just was blown away by it, and I knew they needed a new lead singer, so and they were looking, that was a good thing, and I wasn't the only one they were looking at, but we all just met and we just got on like a house on fire. We all had the same influences, and I was a real Anglophile with my music, and they were real kind of like Americana, rockers, and I thought it was just a neat fit.
The group's approach is traditional. They don't claim to be reinventing the wheel.
We're not into trying to be some kind of mega trendy sort of look at my trainers band. It's for us, it's about writing those kind of classic songs that endure and stand the test of time, and I think we believe we've done that, but obviously the proof's in the pudding now. Tramp's
debut album and new single are both out now. Gary Crowley, BBC London News.
OK, time for a check.